Here we are down at the North Island State Championship, pretty much the North Island sort of national champs, if you will. South Island doesn't really count, does it, to people? But anyway, here we are with one of the first of the top 8 players today. We have Kieran. Kieran, what did you play today, bro?
I got top 8 with Purrely.
Purrely. Dick's not dead?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
And it gets better soon as well.
Excellent. Well, let's get into the spice and see what keeps this kitty purring.
So I play 3 of the Purrely, obviously, and only 2 Lily. More often than not, I want to go into Purrely because, as you'll see later, I have an infinite discard engine, so I can keep summoning more and more bodies, but I'm only really summoning Purrely once. And then for the rest of the Purrely engine, you max out everything, as you always would. No reason not to. All the cards are starters, all the cards are consistency cards to hit off Purrely. There's no reason not to play them all at max, as well as the obviously one delicious. I play none of the field spell. It doesn't really advance the way I want to play this deck at the moment. And the consistency is not too much of an issue because you'll see later I have a lot of draw engine within the deck as well to help me hit those cards rather than guaranteeing to hit off Purrely. And then just one other trap as well.
We've got another
accompanying
20-ish cards to fill up this deck with. What are we doing that with?
Yep, accompanying the Purrely engine, I have a heavy Dark Lord engine, which is 3 rainbow. Rainbow is amazing. It helps you get the infinite discard loop and put bodies on board to help link climb and get into your draw engine as well. 3 snow, 2 grapha, 3 Genta, and 1 silver. A lot of it's pretty self-explanatory. This is part of your draw engine. So if you draw this, or if you draw one of the 2 gate spells, I only play 2. Then you can help draw into more of your Purrely spells, as well as put more bodies on board with itself. And if you draw rainbow as well or snow, you can infinite discards, infinite bodies. It helps push the deck up to an extra level. And then if you have a really good hand, you can also pump out the Dark World Fusion, which is also insane. It's a lot of protection for the deck because the deck's susceptible to a lot of board breakers, and this does help in that respect. But yeah, this really helped for me at least advance the deck into another level where I could keep playing through more interruptions and draw into those Purrely spells a lot more.
And it gives you like more attacking power as well.
Yeah, I mean, these are 3k beaters, so I can really push through boards a lot easier as well. And then Grapha helps break boards all the time. Floodgates, like Grapha was amazing against Floodgates. I could really push through like almost any board I wanted to. Lost in top 8 to Vanadium because it's probably a little bit too many interruptions, but a bit unfortunate. Yeah, that is all of my engine cards. And then accompanying the engine, obviously some non-engine as well. Pretty small, really. Just 3 infinite impermanents. You can't guarantee that you're always going to go first, so having some form of interaction on your opponent's turn, or even just saving it in most cases for when it gets back to your turn to activate on your turn to stop an interruption is also really helpful. Double tactics. Card's insane when there's a hand traps in the format. It helped push through a lot, going first and second to be honest, so it's a really good card. And then the call by because Droll absolutely kills the deck, and it killed me in my last match in top 8. So I wish I drew this one then as well. For the extra, since you can link climb pretty easily, I do have a decent amount of link bodies. Masquerena to climb into either an Appaloosa or link into Cerberus or Phoenix in a kind of niche play. Sayuja also accompanies the kind of draw engine. So if you do have a heavy Dark World hand, you can go into Sayuja to help draw into all those Purrely spells. Those are my links. XCs, 2 beauty. 2 beauty comes up more than any of the other Purrelys. More often than not, you're gonna get beauty, and if you can, delicious, but most of the time beauty off of the My Friend, and this is gonna be the first link that you create. If you do happen to hit the delicious or draw the delicious, plump's always the better option. And then happiness is insane. It helped me OTK, but not only that, get a massive noir on the board for follow-up plays. And then 1 noir. I only ran 1 noir because in this one the extra deck is actually kind of tight, and I've always got the trap to shuffle it back as well if I do need another. And then the obvious Zeus line as well. Again, just helps breaks boards. And then accompanying more of the Dark World cards, I have number 38. If I do happen to get Gruffa and Rainbow in rotation, number 38 is pretty easy to pump out, and it's an extra interruption on your board as well. And then, of course, the Dark World Fusion from the Fusion card.
Nice. We'll skip the side deck. Any shout-outs?
No.
Fuck you, Jack.
Yeah, fuck you, Jack.